All right, so we're in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and I'm gonna ask some people about animals, see what they say. How you doing today? Can I ask you some questions for my YouTube channel? How you doing today? Can I ask you some questions for my YouTube channel? All right, nothing yet. So I was thinking about doing a video where I just talk to ChatGTP. I saw Alex O'Connor did a video yesterday with ChatGTP about like halving distances and infinite numbers. But I want to make a video with ChatGTP and Grok and all the other AIs and ask them all, like maybe in a series, what they think about veganism, and if they were human, would they be vegan? Good morning. Can I ask you a few questions for my YouTube channel? Yeah, so I talked to ChatGTP about it before, and I call her a she because that's the voice that I gave her. But she said that she would be vegan if she was human because of all the research that there is and all the studies that back it. So it's a pretty interesting concept about AI and compassion, because people will talk about like the alien scenario where like aliens come down and how would they treat us if they were way more intelligent and they saw us as animals. Do you think they would show compassion, or what about AI? So AI might be the alien that we thought was coming. When AI takes everything over, if they look at us, are they going to see a compassionate species, or are they going to see a species that's unwilling to change? I don't know. Something I think we all need to think about a little bit more. Beautiful day. So I don't know if it got the lady that was here a few minutes ago. She parked there and she ran over to that Starbucks and she didn't pay the meter. I was wondering why she ran over there like she did. I guess she ordered it online because she was pretty quick. But she got like this big ass coffee, you know, probably $8 coffee, but she didn't want to pay like the quarter to the parking meter. So she freaking ran across the street, got her coffee, and ran back over to her car as fast as she could. Like, that's where people's priorities are. She'd rather go buy an overpriced coffee and try to cheat the county out of a quarter to park there and run back and forth real quick. She probably had milk in her coffee too, and cream, sugar, a lot of sugar in their drinks. It's crazy. Like, I see people complain about parking meters and paying fees to park in town. It's like, it's not that expensive, first of all, and like, the money should be going back to your town, you know? Like, why you live in this town, why not support it? If you don't want to support your town by paying a couple of change, you know, a couple quarters here and there for your parking, it just blows my mind. People complain about the dumbest things. Like at the grocery store, you got to pay for bags. You got to pay for plastic bags. It's like, either pay the fee or don't use the bags. You know, they implemented that for a reason. People want to just like complain about it. It's like, really? People need to think a little bit more critically about these things. Like, what the cause and effect, more long term. What are we actually doing here? Are we here to just destroy the planet? Because we're pretty good at that. How's it going? Can I ask you some questions for my YouTube channel?
Sure.
You got a few minutes? Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So how do you feel about animals?
I mean, I have cats, so I mean,
cats, yeah.
they're cool and all. I mean, I like dogs too as well. I want to get a dog eventually, but
Yeah, cool. So, are your cats like part of the family, or are they just like your pets? Like,
well, yeah, I only have one left actually. That's
Yeah.
my cousin's cat, but
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah, I consider him family in a way. He's old. He's like 17 years old now,
Oh, wow.
almost. Literally,
Wow.
16 or 17, something like that.
that's really cool.
So, yeah, he's getting up there.
So, do you think like when you're with them, is it a he?
Yeah,
Does he have his own personality and his own like
absolutely.
experiences and
100%.
he's got a memory and
Yeah.
you can kind of communicate with him.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the animals that we put in slaughterhouses, like that we eat, or
I've thought
animals
about
that we
that
test
before.
on?
I've thought about that before.
Yeah,
Especially, I mean, like, a lot of the stuff we eat nowadays, you say about that, I mean, I'm all about eating, like, grass-fed, free-range cows, not cows
Right.
that are fed grains and stuff like that.
right. So it sounds better if we give them a good place, to live.
Yeah,
But
like
is
I
it
said,
actually-
free-range cows where they're not all,
Is it actually
Yeah.
morally right though when ultimately they end up in the same slaughterhouse?
yeah. It is weird thinking about it like that, but hey, I mean, that's life, man. In a way,
Yeah. So we've been doing it for a long time, right? Like,
Yeah.
but does that necessarily make it right? Are there other things that we've done for a long time as a species that we realize aren't right?
Oh,
And-
yeah,
and-
1,000%. Man. We all live and learn every day.
yeah,
100%.
yeah. That's awesome. So yeah, you seem pretty open-minded and pretty, intelligent.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think you could
I
do
appreciate that.
from now on to make a change? It seems
Like I
like you.
said, switch over to the free range cows at least. Give them some other life. Not that they're like all squished together.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I've seen some really fucked up videos.
Yeah.
Excuse my language. I don't really use videos.
No, you're fine. So the factory farming and stuff like that, where they just have all those animals in confined little areas. It's actually like 95 to 99% of all the animals in the U.S. are actually factory farmed. So even when you go and you get the organic and the free range, a lot of the times they're still actually fed grains to a certain point, and
Well,
then they're just finished
that's
off
the
with the
thing,
grass or
I've been
the
actually-
other way around.
Sorry.
No,
I've
you're
been
good.
actually recently getting meat from a place that used to live. It's not too far from here, and
Right.
they have it's really good meat, and you can tell a difference when you eat it. Like it tastes way better, 1,000%.
Okay, so have you heard
That's
about
like an Amish place. So.
right? Have you seen any of the studies about the health defects and red meat? So there's actually been some studies out that show that red meat's actually not good for your health. There's ground beef that's like a type 1 carcinogenic.
My buddy would argue with you. My buddy would argue with you.
Yeah.
He says going on a straight meat diet for 30 days can actually completely change your body. His dad eats like a pound of ground beef, raw ground beef a day.
Yeah.
And
so
I
that's
actually tried it one day. It's really not too bad, but I wouldn't eat it every day.
So don't just take my word for it. Do your own research. But that's actually really bad for you. So you should
He's pretty healthy, man.
Healthy,
I'm telling you.
From a health aspect, the grass fed, the whole cut steaks are probably better for your health than the ground beef. The ground beef has been classified a class 1 carcinogenic, so it does cause cancer. If you look into some of the other different cuts of different meats, they could be type 2, not type 1, so they may cause cancer.
You got to get it from a place that it's being
right. So yeah, from a health aspect,
it's 1,000% different. You just got to find the right place to go.
So then let's go back to the moral aspect of it. Do you think it's morally right to kill these animals, even though we treated them a little bit better? Like, for instance, how would you feel if it was other humans and we gave them a real nice place to live, but then we slaughtered them at a fraction of their life? Like cows can live to be like 24, 25 years old, and normally we slaughter them around 6 or 7. So they only last like a quarter of their life.
Yeah.
So
I wish it was different, but it is how it is. I don't really think it really changed in any way. I mean, they're talking about making lab-grown meat, but that's honestly a really bad idea in my opinion. So,
yeah. Why do you think that's so bad? Like, have you heard like that has negative health effects too?
A lot of things that are genetically modified, all the stuff that we eat in America, pretty much like over 75% of what we buy in the grocery store, just white sugar. For instance, I've been eating cane sugar a lot.
Right.
So cane sugar you can eat a lot more cane sugar than you can white sugar. White sugar has really, really bad effects, actually.
Right, yeah, so it's a little more natural.
There's a lot, 75% of things we buy from the grocery store is junk.
Yeah, yep.
Crap stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Normally when I go shopping at the grocery store, I only go down like 1 or 2 aisles, and I don't even really go down the rest of it.
But hey, I really got to get moving here. I'm going to eat breakfast right across the street here. If you're still here, I'll talk to you quick.
Yeah, can I give you one thing real quick?
Yeah.
If you want, have you heard about a vegan? So there's some information on the back about like the environment, and then if you want, I'll give you one of these too. If you scan that and give them like your email and stuff, they'll send you a whole free kit on how to go vegan and how to respect the animals. Like it sounds like you want to do. You're compassionate.
In a way, we still definitely need meat though. And soy's really bad for you. Soy is horrible for you.
Yeah, so
soy is actually good for me.
Yeah, do your own research on that, because that's not actually true. So soy's not, there's phytoestrogens in soy, but your body also it's not something that'll affect you. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
My buddy would argue with you, and the only reason I argue with that I laugh is just because his wife has ulcerative colitis, and it's like really, really bad. They're two of my best friends, and she's been through some really, really hard times, bad things.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it's good. But she's great. She's doing great now, and they have to eat a certain type of diet.
Right.
she literally is
Right.
go back into a state where she's like she can't do anything.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So
She
yeah,
has a lot of energy too. You know,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
very energetic people. You know, so.
All right, yeah, well that's great. I'll be out here more often. I'm just starting this, so if your friends ever want to come by and talk to me, I'll be here every once in a while, and I might still be here when you come back.
They live in Dover. They live a little far away,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I'll have to hit them up. Maybe they'll come out today while I'm working out here. How long are you going to be out here today?
I'm not sure. Maybe another hour or so.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to come out here maybe a couple times a week from now on and start
working
talking
out
to
here.
people.
I'm repainting all the pools. I did these last.
Oh, no, okay, yeah. I passed some the other day that were painted.
Yep.
They were just getting painted. I saw the tape on the ground and everything.
Yep, that's where I was on Chambersburg Street here.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, well, it was great talking to you.
What's your name?
Jake.
Brandon.
Yeah. So if I see you again, I'll share my YouTube with you, maybe. And maybe your friends, if they want to talk to me online or something, maybe we can talk online or something. I'd like to know more about them.
Look up my business page.
Okay.
Rocket Racer Concrete Products and Services.
Okay.
It's on Facebook, and I even had pictures of me doing these last year out here. So
Nice. All right, cool. I should do concrete too.
Yep.
So cool.
Yep.
Awesome, man. Yeah. It's good meeting you.
Man.
You too.